Alright, so in today's video, we're going to be checking out the EZA for the KAIOKEN Goku, because of course, it is about to drop on Global Dokkan very soon for part 2 of the 8th year anniversary. And I'm sure most of you know, but just to reiterate, this guy is really crazy offensively, probably one of the most damaging units in the game right now, which is crazy to think about because obviously units have been pretty good lately. But yeah, this guy is just insane. He's got the active skill, and he's stacking attack, and he's building up. He's got built-in additionals, so I mean, again, his damage is going to be insane. His defense is going to be pretty good as well. He does have a guard for the first 5 turns if there's a Universal Rival Saga category ally. So obviously you're going to want to try and run him with, like a UI Goku or something. But then with the guard and the defense on super and the build-up, I mean, defensively, this guy's going to be looking pretty good. So overall, a really good unit, considering, his damage is as crazy as it is. But I will say, his defense does kind of drop off after you lose the guard. But by that point, you've probably killed the enemy. So it kind of works out with this guy. His use is pretty straightforward. You just stack up with him a lot. You lose the guard, drop the Spirit Bomb, and just one-shot the enemy, right? So I guess with all that said, yeah, we can go ahead and hop in. We got a pretty solid opening rotation. We got 5 out of 7 links. And we're here at 196k defense, which isn't really that good. But because obviously we've got a primarily Universal Rival Saga Goku team, we do have the guard for the first 5 turns. And we've got an additional that I think has a high chance to become a super. So we've got built-in additionals right here. We're at 196k defense, basically 200k, and we are building up with every attack received as well, and we're stacking attack. So this guy's going to get a lot better as the fight goes on, but for turn 1, considering he's got guard and all that, not the worst opening rotation. Maybe early on in fights, I mean, yeah, I guess this guy might take a little bit of damage, but look at that. Turn 1 doing a 10 million attack stat, and we've got built-in additionals right here. I mean, dude, come on. He's a pretty crazy unit, right? His damage, it's just going to be insane. I mean, we'll see in the video, right? We'll do the active skill with him and drop the Spirit Bomb. Because, dude, the amount of damage it's doing. Like, when I say you're probably just going to one-shot the enemy, I shouldn't even say it like that. You're not probably going to one-shot the enemy. You're going to one-shot the enemy, right? Like, it's just, his damage is insane. And, of course, he's STR, so he's got the base 5 crit. So you always have that opportunity to crit with the Spirit Bomb, not including any crit you give him outside of that. So, I mean, again, dude, his damage, going to be great. His defense, it's good. I was talking about this a little bit earlier. So turn 1, he was at like 200k defense with guard. I mean, that's all right. You do have to consider he is building up, right? Which on this next turn, we'll see, he's taking a couple of attacks. So his defense will be a bit better. But he's definitely not a slot 1 option. You kind of have to run him in slot 2. Even with the guard, because his start of turn defensive stat isn't really going to get that good. Even when he's fully built up, it's not going to get to a point where it's actually good. I think it's only really good when you consider the defense he gets on super and the fact that he has guard. So yeah, I mean, look at that. 250k defense, basically. We do get 30% defense on super, so that would set us at, I think, almost 400k. And then we could get the additional, that would set us probably like 500k, and then we could get the triple super from the hidden potential system, and then we'd be, over 600k. And over 600k defense with guard, and considering we're not fully built up or have any support right here, that's definitely pretty good. But start of turn, it's not. And then if he loses the guard, 600, 700k defense without guard obviously isn't good. So his best spot is going to be having him in slot 2, obviously during the first 5 turns when you have the guard. So you're going to want to try and make sure you receive a lot of attacks with him pretty quick, which I don't think is going to be that difficult. Because typically, in a lot of these events, enemies aren't hitting that hard right out of the gate. So even though his defensive stat is going to be a little low, I think because he does have the guard, he should be fine, even from supers, right? So look at that, over 10 million. I mean, bro, yeah, his damage is going to be pretty crazy. I think we are going to be fully built up right here. Yeah, we are, okay. So on the next turn, we'll see him fully built up, and then we can go ahead and stack with him for a couple more turns, and then we will nuke with him, which, I mean, dude, even for the nuke test, I can already tell you this guy's going to get to some pretty crazy numbers. I mean, as you can see, he's doing like 10 million, what was it, turn 3? So now that he's fully built up, we're going to try and get the UI Sign Goku, the free-to-play one in slot 3 right here. We're going to try and get him on the same rotation as the KAIOKEN Goku. He can have some support going on. And then, dude, we're going to get him to like 100 million in this video. We're going to try and do that at least, or I guess 99 million, because, I mean, I don't really think it's going to be that difficult. Especially with the Spirit Bomb, you're basically just killing the enemy, right? Like, even the punching bag event, if you somehow manage to get the active skill in there, which I guess is impossible, but, you would one-shot the enemy. It's just, the amount of damage it's doing. I mean, I've said that, 5 times in the video already, but I'll say it again. the damage it's doing on the active skill is just, it's really crazy. So we're here at 279k defense. I mean, I guess that's pretty good. We're fully built up right here, so considering this is his max potential, I don't know if it's really that crazy, but because we've got guard on this turn, because we get defense on super, you know, again, if you have him in slot 2, then he'll definitely look pretty impressive. I guess we're just going to throw him in slot 1 right here, though. I want to see how much he takes from the super, because, I mean, we still got good defense, but I don't know. I'm kind of curious, because this, you know, it's Legendary Vegeta event. It doesn't hit that hard, but if we're still taking like 100, 200k from the super, that's definitely not that good. All right, 59k, that's not that bad. So a 12 million attack stat with built-in additionals. Yeah, that definitely is pretty impressive, right? I mean, again, most of the time, this guy's attack stats are going to look insane as well. And then, of course, like I said, you know, 20 times in the video, you've got the Spirit Bomb in your back pocket. So, yeah, a lot of really crazy stuff with this guy. I guess we can just go ahead and go over his kit. So he starts off with 159% attack and defense. Definitely pretty good start of turn attack and defense buff, right? And then he gets guaranteed guard, and he performs an additional that has a high chance to become a super attack for 5 turns from first appearance if there's another Universe Survival Saga category ally. And he does have to be in the same turn as this guy. So if you have a Universe Survival Saga category ally in the same turn, then of course you get the guard and you get the additional that has a high chance to become a super. And then this guy does build up. So he gets 10% attack and defense with every attack received, up to 59%. So you take 6 attacks and then you're fully built up with this guy. Again, that's going to be pretty easy. You can just throw him in slot 1 for the first couple turns while you have the guard. He should be able to tank, and then obviously you can build up with him. And then this guy does get 59% attack when performing a super, and then he gets another 59% attack, and attacks become effective against all types when performing a super attack if HP is 59% or less. So if HP is 59% or less, the damage he's going to be doing is going to be even crazier, because then you're going to have that buff, and then you could do the active skill when HP is 59% or less. So, you know, if you're below 59% HP, he's going to be looking pretty insane. So speaking of the active skill, the condition is that it can be activated when HP is 59% or less, like I just mentioned, with 3 or more representatives of Universe 7 category allies on the team. So that's probably the worst part about the condition. You have to have 3 Reps Universe 7 category allies. So as most of you know, Universe Survival Saga, Reps Universe 7, whatever, it's really the same thing. Those categories suck, right? They're really not good. Haven't had much additions to them. I guess we got MVP 17 not too long ago. The EZA from, of course, and then we had the Dokkan for this Kale. But other than that, not really a lot going on for these categories. So hopefully for worldwide or whatever, you know, we can get a UI Goku and Jiren or something like that, or something from TOP. And then, you know, these categories can be good again, because you kind of need Reps Universe 7 category allies for this guy to really be at his max potential. Because again, if you're not using the Spirit Bomb, it's going to be tricky, because like I said, you know, his defense isn't that good after he loses the guard. So then if you don't have the Spirit Bomb, you're not just going to like completely one-shot the enemy. So then you're going to have to survive with this guy for a little. So then you're going to kind of have to baby him, and it just kind of becomes an issue, right? So running him alongside as many Reps Universe 7 or Universe Survival Saga category allies is probably going to be the best thing. But of course, like we mentioned, right now those categories aren't really the best. And then the effect of the Spirit Bomb is it causes ultimate damage to enemy and then raises allies' attack by 30% for 1 turn. Okay, so actually I forgot about that. Yeah, he gives a support buff for 30% attack. I mean, that's pretty good. Not only is his damage going to be crazy, but, you know, he's making everyone else's damage better. So obviously really good. If the Spirit Bomb isn't going to end up killing the enemy, then someone on the rotation will, because then you got that big buff for them. So yeah, I mean, this guy's just crazy, right? I mean, you guys will see when his EZA drops, it's ludicrous. So I guess we've stacked up a bit. We can't do the active skill. So what I'll do is we'll do the nuke test right here, and then we'll cut to when we can do the active skill. Okay, 16 key spheres. Honestly, you know what? That's good enough. I was a little worried at first because that we didn't get any key spheres changed for the first item we used, but whatever. So we popped the World Tournament Announcer item. We got 16 key spheres. We've stacked up a bit. Dude, look at that. We're over 7 million raw attack. Dude, this is going to be insane. Hold on. What's his attack stat right here? If this is going to be like 40 million. All right, 31. So not 40 million, but I mean, if we had an additional super right here, it would be close to 40 million. Look at that, 18.4. If we crit, we probably would do close to 40 million because we had type advantage right there as well. So yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of damage. But I guess with all that shown, we can go ahead and cut to when we got the active skill. Okay, so we're back. We don't have the active skill, but I did get a Dokkan mode right here, and I'm pretty sure I'm just going to kill. So I just wanted to record this. Look at that, 14.2. We got no items right here, by the way. This is just all him. So 14.2 on turn 9. I mean, dude, that's pretty good, right? So how much damage is it going to do right here? Can we crit just because why not? Still 15.6 million damage. For no items, that's insane. All right, for real this time, let's cut to the active skill. All right, so we have the active skill right here. Took me a minute to get it in the Legendary Vegeta event because, of course, this event doesn't really hit that hard. But, yeah, we got it. We got a good rotation for him right here. He does have some support. So let's go ahead and play this. Okay, yeah, I mean, all right. You know, this is what I'm talking about. So, just remember that, 44.4. We're here on turn, what? I mean, we're in the final phase, so we were on turn 10, and we did 44 million damage. I would say that's pretty good, right? I mean, turn 10 is a little bit late into the fight, but you definitely could do that earlier. We just kind of stalled the fight out, because obviously it took me a minute to get the active skill, because it's not really easy to get in here. Because, again, the event doesn't really hit that hard. But, I mean, come on, dude. That's pretty crazy, right? So, okay, let's go ahead and get to the Metal Cooler Core Red Zone test. Yeah, very good unit. Alright, so we're here fighting Metal Cooler Core, and we're taking a normal and a super, both before we super attack. So, this is definitely going to be pretty interesting. We are on turn 5, so of course we do still have the guard. We're here at 271k defense. Alright, I mean, I don't know, with guard, I guess we might survive. I'm pretty sure we're fully built up, too. But if not, this attack we take first before the super attack will make us fully built up. So, I mean, again, we got a pretty good setup for him right here. We do have him linked up next to UI Goku, which I guess we can do this. Yeah, he links up better. Although we missed Tournament of Power. How much defense do we lose? What is that? 253? And what do we now? 271. Okay, yes, we wanna keep that activated. So yeah, this UI Goku is probably his best partner right now because obviously this UI Goku is still pretty solid. He's probably one of the best Universe Survival Saga units right now, other than this KAIOKEN Blue Goku. So, all right, 17k. Okay, how much are we taking? We weren't fully built up, and we still weren't fully built up, and we survived. Okay, so, all right. I know we just survived the super from Metal Cooler Core before we were even fully built up. But the most impressive part of that still wasn't the defense, it was the damage. Just straight into a 17 million attack stat on turn 5 without any support. I mean, dude, what do you want me to say? 400k, by the way, that was a lot. And by the way, that's, again, one of the best Universe Survival Saga units. Dude, we desperately need buffs for that category. I don't even know what to say. Let's just go ahead and cut to the unit breakdown. Oh, yeah, keep in mind, we did have the Zeno support memory, so of course there's a lot going on there to make him look good. But still, 17 million turn 5, very crazy. Alright, so here we have final superpower, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, KAIOKEN. So starting off this leader skill, it is Reps Universe 7 or Universe Survival Saga category Ki +3, HP and attack and defense plus 170%. So pretty solid leader skill. I mean, 170% to both these categories is definitely good. Right now, I think he's the best lead for both these categories, or one of the best leads. But once we get the 200%, I mean, you won't really use this guy as a lead. So for now, it's good, but soon it won't really be that great. And then his super attack effect is that he greatly stacks attack, so that's very good. And then he raises defense for 1 turn, again, very good. And then he causes immense damage to enemies, so overall, really good super attack effect, stacking attack, and raising defense for 1 turn. Pretty good combination. And then his passive is that he gets attack and defense plus 159%. He guards all attacks and launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super when there's a Universe Survival Saga category ally attacking in the same turn, or a Universe Survival Saga category enemy. So, I forgot to mention that, but there could be a Universe Survival Saga category enemy, and you still get those buffs. So, I guess maybe if we get like a TOP Red Zone or something, and you don't want to run a full Universe Survival Saga team, I mean, technically you could still run this guy on the team, and then as long as you're facing a Universe Survival Saga category enemy, you'd still get the guard in the additional, so, you know, keep that in mind. And then this guy does build up. He gets a 10% attack and defense with every attack received, up to 59%. He gets a 59% attack on super, and then he gets another 59% attack, and then attacks effective against all types if HP is 59% or less when performing a super. And then his active skill causes ultimate damage to enemy, raises allies attack by 30%. The condition is that it can be activated when HP is 59% or less, with 3 or more Reps Universe 7 category allies on the team. Kind of sped through that, but already went over it in the video, so didn't want to spend too much time on it. His links are Godly Power, Warrior Gods, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Tournament Power over in a Flash Fierce battle. He definitely would link up very well with a UI Goku. I'd say he'd only be missing like Super Saiyan. So definitely, you know, if a new UI signed Goku comes out or something like that, he would be a pretty good partner for them. And then his categories are Universe Survival Saga, Realm of Gods, Pure Sands, Full Power, Reps Universe 7, Goku Family, Kamehameha, Bond of Master and Disciple, Final Trump Card, All Out Struggle, Turtle School, Mastered Evolution, Bond of Friendship, Accelerated Battle, I said that kind of weird, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Bond of Parent and Child, Earthbred Fighters, Superheroes, and then Power of Wishes. So that is the EZA Blue KAIOKEN Goku Showcase. Let me know what you guys are thinking of him down in the comments, and let me know which EZA you're more excited for, this guy or the Spirit Bomb Absorbed Goku. And yeah, that has been the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.